Hi, vickiecrystalynn. So I want to talk more about this generation of kids that is actually, they're shifting and they're bringing forth the energy of a whole collective that are shifting together. Now, I want to describe a little bit of what I'm talking about these kids. I mean the kids that wear hoodies in 120 degrees. They're always covered. Well, noticing from my son and my grandkids, like they'll get down to their shorts in their home because they feel safe, but when they're gonna walk out into that world, they got to be completely covered, and it's because they are so sensitive they can't take the energy. So it's like like when you cover yourself in a blanket, it gives you that security. And for the longest time, I had a lot of guilt and a lot of shame in being a mother because I thought I was doing it wrong. I thought that, I'm allowing my son is 20 years old, I'm allowing my son to just be, because everybody around me is telling me he's not doing nothing with his life. He's just playing video games. He's tuned out of life. And I was fighting that within myself because I too was like, you need to get out and get a job. And there's no way my son could hold a job. He doesn't have that maturity. His brain doesn't work that way. He didn't even finish school because it was like he wasn't supposed to do that. He liked school in the beginning and high school, but it was just like he was out of it. You know what I mean? He was not checking into school. And the reason that they are so, their energy is so sensitive, to be alone in their room watching their video games, they can sustain their energy without the world affecting them. They're safe in the world. So, and we see them differently, and we think that it is, we're doing something wrong, they're doing something wrong, and it's not that way at all. This group of generation of kids that are so sensitive, are such a high vibration, this low density energy is too much for them. And they know it's just bullcrap that needs to happen so that we can evolve. And I want to explain something, and I'm bringing it forward right now. So I'm back. So the one thing is that as being a mother and me trying to normalize my son, I kept getting frustrated in myself, and I know how to balance myself. And so I kept getting the message that he's going to be fine. Just leave him be. He's going to be fine. Then I just started letting go, because when you're in the flow, everything is as it should be. It's just on how are you responding to it. So when I let go of everything in my life and I just flow with life, he is exactly where he needs to be, and I can feel his power in him. I can feel that he is way bigger than the story that I'm telling myself about my son. And so as I've let that gone, I kept getting this message that, he's a collective, and it's this whole group of kids, and they're going to bring forward a shifting, and they're actually already doing it. I feel that at nighttime, when they stay up during the nighttime, they're shifting, they're holding the energy. I'm feeling that too. But they're shifting the collective in such a way that it's moving us more powerfully. And I feel that there are some kids that are holding it from the night, and some kids that are holding it through the daytime. So when they're watching their video games, they're actually holding their energy because they're checked out of life. So they're not carrying the burden of life. So it's actually kind of like a protection for them, if you kind of start looking at it a different way. It is. And so, and even though, however we look at them, because they're playing video games and they're not doing what we want them to do, they came in here for their own experience. And they're very strong-willed. So it's going to happen, and we need to let, them be them. And so, and I do feel that a lot, they struggled with life, and probably because a lot of, they're being told you're not normal, blah, blah, blah. Because I've seen that part in my son, because he doesn't feel normal. And then there's a part of him, he don't care if he's normal or not. He is who he is. And, but I can see, where a lot of this collective of this generation of kids have unalived their self. But that happens that just happens in life. And when you step forward in life, you already know that's going to happen. It's just a choice. So it's like, it could happen, it could not happen. So anyway, I'm kind of getting off subject right here. But because I feel like there's somebody who has just recently passed over, and I feel like they're around me, so I'm going to pass them over right now. Wow. I felt a big old swish. A big group of people. I send love. I send love. Wow, thank you. So, energy never dies. We never die. We never die. So there is no ending and beginnings. There's just transformation. So when this body passes, your energy transforms into another part of yourself. So you've always been alive, even old souls, and new souls in the soul realm. We're all the same. And so we have experienced everything. So anyway, I'm getting off subject here a little bit. But I want to talk about this collective group that is like my son and my grandsons. So what I feel in their energy is like they're energetically holding this energy for the collective and moving it. They're holding the energy and moving the energy forward. Now, what exactly they're doing, I don't know, but I just feel a heightened sense from it. So it's heightening our sensory self. Wow, I just got that. Wow, and they are, because they're so tuned in. So, as they are heightening us, they're taking that energy and they're holding it. And then I feel like when they're going to click in and they're going to be more physical and bring it forward. When the collective is ready to be at their level, is what I want to say. So when the collective is ready, like all the souls are ready to bring forward what these souls of this generation of kids are going to bring to the table. So we're ready to adapt to that energy. And they're going to show us so much. I do want to share about it because I feel like this is connected. Years ago, my son had a high fever. He was like 4 or 5. He had a high fever. And he when he got that fever, he sat straight up and he goes, "Mom," he goes, I'm an asteroid and I'm coming to the earth and I'm going to kill the dinosaurs. And he was emotionally, I could feel his emotions in it. And like he was actually doing it in a big way. And I felt like this is the collective that is like that they're this type of collective that when the world changes, this collective of beings comes forward and blast the world into a new state of being. I feel it through my whole heart. And so when my son told me that he was the one that came here and in the asteroid and killed the dinosaurs, I could see his emotion. He had lived that. He had been that. And I feel the same energy. Like their energy is coming together. This whole group of kids, they're coming together and they're going to blast. They're already doing it. They're just doing it in a non-physical way. But they are going to become physical. And then we will be ready for them. Because they are going to teach us so much about us. So, if you know any of these are warriors. These are masters. We're all masters. But these are high vibrational beings. So if you know someone who's in his room, in their room, on the computer, checking out from life, that's exactly what they need to be doing. Because do you feel your life every day? Do you feel the heaviness on you? They're not doing that. It's too much for them, for their system. So, ice and love. We got this. May you all be blessed.